I just got done like writing down on my calendar um all of the days and times that I've ate this month. And let me show you real quick what that looks like. So what you're seeing right now, the X's are days I didn't eat. And then so the days that don't have an X, so like the day that has the letter E for eat in a number, that's a day that I ate in the starting time, basically. And so with that being said, let's do a tally. I have not ate this month for the camera here. Let's see, here we go. I have not ate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 days as of right now, September. So 19 total days of just only either nothing at all, a liquid beverage or like water, maybe tea at most, coffee with maybe some like powder, what do you call it? The flavored electrolytes at most. And here's how many times I've actually ate. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've only ate 10 times this month. And those 10 times that I've ate, it's only been that one sitting. 10 times. This month has 30 days. And the craziest part about all of this is that this has actually been one of the best months for me. I felt the best overall this month. This is so crazy to me. Like, this is so I actually kind of fucked off a little bit as far as like actually tracking this, because normally I'm always tracking on paper. And for the last month, I haven't been tracking. The only way I've been tracking is in the form of whenever I go live on TikTok or on the platforms. The platforms track the actual act of me, doing the videos, going live. So I went into the platforms, into the logs, and then off of the logs, I, transposed that over here to the paper. But had it not been for me doing that, I wouldn't have some kind of a track record of what I did or didn't do, But now that I put it on paper, now that I see, hey, this is what it looks like. Here's the map. You know what I mean? Here's where X marks a spot. I'm like, God damn. I actually felt the best. And for the most part, I was just going by more intuition. I was more intuitively picking when I was going to eat or not eat. In the past, I would have said, okay, I will eat on this day or not this day based on, well, I didn't eat 3 days over here, so therefore I think I need to eat more over here or something to that effect. So if I did these many days, then I think I should eat more for these days. I was, treating it like a prescription, if that makes sense. But more this month, I was just going by, let's just go by feel. It seems like every time I go more by feel at this point, something seems to work better in my favor. Not always. Sometimes, I miss the mark when it comes to, feel-based. Sometimes I miss the mark, but that's okay. But this time I'm like, you know what? Let's just trust these little knacks and kicks. Little impulsive call. Let's just do it. And holy shit, I have felt the best. And it's crazy that in me feeling the best, this has actually been the month that I've, in some ways, I've gone the most amount of days without eating. That's like one takeaway from this experience, at least this month, is how much control over self I've been able to attain. Give me 1 second here. To the point where the strength of impulse has lowered So like the strength of like impulse nagging at me to do something has not only lowered, at the same time, my strength of will has raised up. That's the best way to put it. There you go. And I'm saying that because it was just last year that I like went on this journey of like eating like one meal for every 2 days for 30 days straight. So like, let me say that one more time. Last year, I think it was August last year, I set out to, I'm only going to eat one meal every 2 days for 30 days. And when I chose to do that, that was hard. Like it was. But when I reflect back, what was hard about it? Oh, so here's the fascinating part. This is what I find. What I find is that what was hard about that wasn't so much like the hunger pangs, although that did happen. It was more like the more mental, like that, oh, are you sure you don't want to eat? And then like having thoughts of, but you have like this one life. I'll shit you not. Like I would have these thoughts of, hey, like you have this one life. Don't you just want to enjoy that, like this one meal? I would have those thoughts like lingering in my head and stuff. And that happened throughout the course of those, 30 days. So it's a combination of like those, I don't know, let's call them cues. And when I say cues in the sense that I would find, okay, I'm going to say you. Fuck it. No, I'm not just going to keep saying I statements. I'm going to say you. So you probably have a pattern of eating, right? So I don't know what it is. Let's just use a generic one. Let's say somebody eats, I don't know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then let's just say that somebody eats, maybe you eat breakfast at 8 in the morning and then lunch at 12 in the afternoon and dinner at 6 p.m., right? So at 8 in the morning, 12, and at 6 p.m., right? You do that for a long enough time, your body gets used to that. Matter of fact, you do that for a long enough time, which most people do, right? Your body starts to anticipate and, what to do, what not to do, leading up to 8 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, 6 p.m. When you suddenly just say, fuck it to all that, you just chuck it out the window, even a little bit, you're going to feel it. So that thing that you're feeling is your body saying, wait a minute, that's not, hold on, I'm expecting something right now. They say, yeah, we're going to turn it up. We're going to get you to eat right now. Or that's what it feels like, right? The hunger kicks in, physically speaking, and then the thoughts are going to start lingering in, temptations and all this stuff, right? So what I find is that last year, the hardest part was me basically persevering through my body saying, hey, you're breaking up. Like, hey, you're already fasting. You've already broken the patterns enough. You're trying to break even more. Are you serious? No. You better slow down. You sure about that? Blah, 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 blah. But then when I got through it, I thought, well, that wasn't too bad, actually. Matter of fact, after that one, eating one meal for every 2 days for 30 days. Shortly after that, I realized that my hunger cues changed, and I was able to go just a little bit longer without eating. And what I find is that the more that I do this, the more that extends. Is there like a limit to this? Is there like a diminishing returns? Maybe there is. It seems like it. I don't know. When I say it seems like it, I mean like based on what I hear other people say, but from what I'm experiencing so far, is so good. If I hit a point where I'm like, oh, I'm hitting these diminishing returns, I'll, act accordingly. But as of right now, I'm like, wait a minute. This past month, this is what it looks like. Like this is it. And it's been the best I've felt. In fact, this is once again, kind of like I said earlier, I was more going intuitive with this one. I wasn't even like tracking it. Once again, like I said earlier, I literally transposed all of this off of the logs from the online platforms. And let's just say devil's advocate. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that in exactly 3 months from now, I find that I've actually been doing major harm and I need to stop what I'm doing. Let's just say that. Let's play devil's advocate. The one fact that with fasting, at least with fasting, I've been able to just say, override patterns and stuff. One other carryover has been the fact I'm using that word, the fact that in being able to have that ability, ability to kind of, override hunger cues, you know how much easier it becomes to like override other things that are hard? Like in some ways, dare I say, actually, no, why am I saying dare I say? I've heard other great minds say this, that if you can control your hunger, you can pretty much control everything else. You know how liberating that feels? And I say that because there's this, I've been experiencing a carryover in being able to control my hunger with being able to control my impulses in general and other things. Like it wasn't even just last year that I would be, I don't know, when I would find myself in a more bored state, more being bored, which I don't even feel that as much these days. But when I would find myself bored, I might just go for a drive, end up at Ross or at the store or something, and I'd be like impulsively buying something. It took me a minute to realize, oh my God, I haven't been to like a store in a while to impulsively buy anything. And like more recently, I went into a store and there was a few times that I almost bought something impulsively, but then I said, actually, I didn't even want this. Wait, I literally, I just put it back. And I'm like, oh, this is so, whoa, what just happened here? What just happened here? Oh, this is fucking cool. Wait a minute. All I've done is just continue to self-master myself in hunger. But in the act of continuing to master my hunger, it's almost like that's such a powerful thing to control, that if you can control that, every other kind of impulse becomes so much easier to tame. I think that's fucking powerful. I think that is so fucking powerful. My God. My God, this is so fucking crazy. Fuck. And I say this coming from a place of, at one point, feeling almost helpless, self-controlling myself. Feeling like, fuck, I want to stop doing whatever it is, that, and I can't get myself to do it. Or like, in the act of doing it, it feels so forced and so strenuous that strenuous and that forcedness would be maybe not uncomfortable enough, but it would be distracted enough that eventually I would say, oh, fuck it, let me just do it this one time. But then see that one time that I would fall off the wagon, that'd be the one time that I'm then reinforcing the very habit that I'm so feeling stuck on. And it'd be like this vicious cycle, right? Fuck, this is so cool. And I'm just getting started. Bro, I'm just getting started. That's the coolest part. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways. All right. Those are my takeaways for now. And I'm going to put this on a video here. I don't know. Maybe this helps you in some way. If it does, hey, let me know. Send me a DM, comment here, or whatever you want to do. Shit. Heck, if you want to, so this is going to be going more on YouTube. So YouTube is a little bit different than the other platforms. But if you want to more reach out to me, there's a little link in my, the main page, a little link tree, But, shit.